one of our most recent Instagram pictures, you will have maybe noticed Emily literally holding down the chuppah. They like to call it holding down the fort, but
not here.
We changed the whole thing. So, I mean, we're going to share a little clip because the news actually contacted us and said, can we please post this? So that's pretty neat. Just saying. You know, I'm out in Greenville doing family stuff and I'm literally being contacted by the news. Like, hey, can we share this picture of your team member who is holding down the chuppah during a tornado? So we're going to talk about it today.
Okay, so take us through what happened on Saturday during this storm.
Okay, so we get to the venue. Everything is fine. It's sunny. We're all dying because it's hot. All good. So we're like scrambling around trying to get everything set up, and there are 3 of us working on the arch, trying to get it all set up. And we had to have, some of the wild staff, help us like screw it together. So we get everything set up, and like we're still running around trying to place all the flowers out. And then all of a sudden,
like, what did the weather forecast say?
I think it was like...
It was supposed to storm.
But then they like kept pushing it off, and they were like, okay, it's not really going to storm.
Well, my app too, because I was checking, mine said it was clear.
And it looked like it was going to be clear. Like, we could see, like, the storm, like, off in the distance, but it looked like it was moving kind of, like...
Away
and around.
Uh-huh.
But no.
So...
That is not the case.
So then what happened? Like, did it just...
It literally just all of a sudden just started pouring buckets of water out of the sky. And I was like, oh my God. So I was like, first things first, let me go save all the electronics that are being poured on right now. So I did that, and I threw it to the bartender. I was like, please, put these somewhere. And then the wind started to pick up. So literally everything was wet. Everybody was wet. And then we look over, and the arch is just going like this over the dock. Like it was going to go into the marsh. And we're like...
I'm glad it didn't fly away.
It very well could have.
And how many hours was this before this? Like, what was the timeline here?
Guests had already started arriving.
Okay.
Like, the groomsmen were there. They went down, like, in the little pit to stay dry, and then some of the guests did.
Okay, but what I want to know is what happens if this happens and you literally don't have a wedding coordinator? Like, what would happen?
Well, their chuppah would be in the
Your chuppah would, like, literally be in the water. Your guests would have to, like, fix everything.
Like, everything happened, like, maybe 15 minutes before guests, like, were officially supposed to start to be there. So after it passed, we all ran around with towels and cloths trying to dry off everything. And
how long did it last?
Like 25-ish minutes.
Okay.
Which was what was predicted right before it happened. So it was intense.
But if you're having your wedding at the Wild, like, you literally, even with a rain, like, because we didn't have a rain backup.
We had a tent.
Disclaimer, don't think we didn't have a rain backup. But even with that, it's like, even if everything had been under the tent, it still would have gotten wet.
Yeah,
like, it doesn't, those are, like, things you can't predict. Like, you just have to roll with it.
That's what we did.
And not get blown away.
Okay, so what can you tell a bride say it's like a week before a wedding and she's looking at the wedding forecast and she's getting real down in the dumps because it's supposed to storm or it's supposed to be a hurricane or anything like that? What would you tell her to sort of...
I mean, I always like to resort to wine.
Okay.
Massages.
Okay.
I think like being really honest and really like you just have to accept it. Like it's God.
You gotta be realistic about it.
Nothing. It's nobody's fault except for God. But God is perfect, so you can't. He's gonna do what He wants to do. And I just think that you have to remember. Like, you have to really try to, like, focus on, like, why you're here, why everybody's here. There's a bigger picture. There's a bigger picture. You're here because you're getting married. And, sure, we all want wedding days to have beautiful weather and be perfect. But life is not perfect. So I think you just have to try to, like, embrace it and laugh with it. I mean, for my wedding, like, we were literally setting up in torrential downpours. And, like, I had to change my layout, like, the day before the wedding because it was looking like it was going to be storming. And originally, like, we were going to have all this cool stuff, like, outside of the teepees, but it didn't happen because the weather was so bad. And I mean, we were drenched while we were setting up, but it was just like, you can end up letting that ruin your day, and it's just not really worth it. I think the best, like, just dance in the rain, and just, it's gonna be fine. Like, you're with all your favorite people. Just remember that there is something that's
just gonna happen.
just you gotta roll with it.
Just gotta roll
Unless
with
it's like a hurricane evacuation, in which case that's a little
well,
bit more
yeah.
serious. But you know, tornadoes are just, you know, tornadoes.
It's fine.
All right. Any
And wine. And wine.
Yeah, of course. All right.
Pinot
Any
Grigio is good.
any
Cab Sauv. Sangria.
This is now a wine review. All right.
Random question though, do you guys find it hard to watch Game of Thrones and like not want to have a glass of wine because they're all drinking wine? Or is it just me?
Leave it in the comments down below. But I don't know. I've never really thought about it.
I watched the new episode and I still haven't finished
So
season 7.
good.
All right.
Do you have
Anyway.
any more questions for us?
No, those are pretty much it. Do you have any final parting words for brides who are maybe stressing about the weather?
Don't stress. Like,
Just go with it.
You have to just be positive, and I think laughing is good. I heard this trick once by Tony Robbins that if you're having a bad day, to just stare somebody in the eyes and try not to smile. And then one person has to smile, and then the other person has to try not to.
I'm gonna try that right now. Go ahead. Look at each other.
But she's laughing already.
No, she can keep it together. So Emily,
But I can't because now I feel they're
you
looking at
smile and then try to make Nicole smile. So smile at Nicole. Wow. I mean, it worked.
It's great.
Thanks for the advice, Nicole. All right, thanks for talking about the tornado,
It was great.
and thanks for holding down the hope, Emily.
And thanks for featuring us on the news, WTOC Savannah.
That was pretty fun. A lot of people were like, wow, I saw you on the news. It's like, yeah.
She's famous. All right, goodbye.
Bye.